Hello crochet friends, welcome back. We're working on our pretty little teacup bookmark. We finished the tea last time, so we're going to put that aside and we're going to get started with the teacup itself. I'm going to use this cream color. It is again a DK yarn, okay, and still a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. So let's get ourselves started. We want to start with the magic circle again. So we're going to go over our hand and cross. Go over it again. Go into the first strand, grab that second, twist, and pull it on the shank of your hook. Dropped mine. Hopefully you did not drop yours. Okay, we've got it all together here. I'm kind of just holding it all. And we're going to do 4 single crochets inside our circle. Okay, so not this part here where your tail is, go in the circle. Enter, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, 2. That's single crochet 1. Enter, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, 2. That's 2. This is 3 and 4. Okay, we have 4 single crochets. We're going to chain 2, chain 1, chain 2, pull that tail a little bit, okay? Don't make it super tight. We want to be able to see our stitches, but just enough that it brings it together. Okay, we chain 2. Now we're going to turn our work because we're working in rows. We're not going to work in the round, so no joining. And we're going to go on and do a half double crochet in our first stitch. So yarn over, enter your first stitch right here, not the chain. This is the chain you made. We're entering the stitch. Yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, all 3. Okay, so that's a half double crochet. We're going to increase our next stitch. So here's our next stitch. We're going to enter and give it 2 single crochets. So here's 1 single crochet and 2 single crochets. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing in the next stitch. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets. We should have 1 stitch remaining, and we're going to give it a half double crochet. So yarn over your hook, go in that last stitch. It lays a little funny. Make sure you're getting the whole thing. Kind of sometimes have to turn and look at it and make sure we're getting the whole stitch. And it's a half double crochet, so we're going to go through everybody. There we go. Now you can give that a little more of a tug. Now that we've worked that first row, we know where we're going now, okay? So you can give it a little more of a tug if you need to. And we're going to chain 2, chain 1, chain 2, turn our work. We're facing the other side. This is row 3. Row 3 starts with a half double crochet. So we yarn over, go in the first stitch, right here, a half double crochet. Okay, now we want to do an increase in our next stitch. So here it is, 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Beautiful. Okay, and then 2 single crochets. So now that means in 2 separate stitches. So the first stitch gets a single crochet and the next stitch gets a single crochet. Our next stitch gets an increase, so 1 single crochet and 2 single crochets. And then that last stitch there is going to get a half double crochet. So yarn over, go in the stitch there, make sure you're in the stitch, not in your chain space, and a nice little half double crochet. Chain 1, chain 2, turn your work. Okay, we have 8 stitches, and this is row 4. We're going to do a half double crochet to begin with. So yarn over, first stitch, half double crochet. Now we have a little bit of a repeat. We want a single crochet in the first stitch and do an increase in the next one, and we're going to do that 3 times. So first stitch gets a single crochet, next stitch gets 2 single crochets. Here's 1 and 2, so that was the first time. And then we repeat again. So next stitch, single crochet, and the next stitch, 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Okay, and now we do it one more time for the third time. Single crochet your next stitch, and then the next stitch gets 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. And then we should have 1 stitch remaining for a half double crochet. Okay, I thought I had a little strand there, I'm sorry. So the last stitch, a half double crochet. I didn't want it to be stuck on my hook. Okay, so there's our half double crochet. So chain 1, chain 2, turn your work. Now this is row 5. We have 11 stitches on our work right now. We're going to start out with a half double crochet in our first stitch, okay? So first stitch, half double crochet, just like we've been doing. There we go, beautiful. And then 2 single crochets, okay, so first stitch, 1 single crochet, next stitch, 1 single crochet, and then we want to increase in the next one, so go in your next stitch there and give it 2 single crochets. That's 1 and 2, both in the same stitch, and now 3 single crochets. So first single crochet, go into your next stitch, second single crochet, next stitch, third single crochet. Then we're going to increase the next one. So right here, your next stitch, 2 single crochets, 1, go back in, 2. Everybody okay? Doing all right? It's a lot of different stitches, so just take your time. So that was 2, the increase, and now 2 single crochets. So 1 single crochet, go in the next one, 1 single crochet, and your last stitch is a half double crochet. Okay, half double crochet right there. Beautiful. Chain 2, so chain 1, chain 2, and turn your work. And this is what we look like at the end of 5, row 5. We have 13 stitches on our work. Give them a count if you need, but there's 13, should be 13 stitches there. And when we meet up next time, we'll start with row 6. I will see you then. Thank you, and have a joyful day.